Good people, welcome to another episode of Dissertation Office Hours. In today's video, I want to talk about the three mindset shifts to finally finish your dissertation and land the faculty job that you have been looking for. This is our final video of 2021, and I just want to say thank you all for tuning in. If you're just joining, I want to give the algorithm a second to catch you all. But if you're in here live, just go ahead and drop your name, where you're coming from. If you're at a university, faculty, student, let me know where you are, where you're coming from, just so we all can build community with one another as well in the comments. So I just want to say thank you all so much for tuning in. And today we want to talk about the three mindset shifts that you're going to need to make in order to finish your dissertation and secure the faculty position. And this is at a great time to be having this conversation, because when we think about it right now, faculty jobs are, you're starting to see a lot of postings. And if you haven't been applying, you definitely should be applying for the fall of 2022. This is a great time. A lot of positions opening back up, even though the impact of COVID, but we're seeing a lot of positions opening up, and now is an opportunity to take advantage. However, I think for a lot of us who are writing a dissertation, sometimes our mindset and how we think about things is getting in our way of finishing the dissertation. And as a result, we're not getting to the faculty position that we're trying to secure. So if this is you and you're looking to get a faculty position, stay tuned. And if you can for me, as always, please send this to 3 people that you think that can find value. Shout out to Dr. Robinson that is on Instagram. And I see USA Education Hub that is on as well, or was on at one point. So I appreciate you all tuning in. So definitely go ahead and send this to 3 folks that you think that could get value out of this conversation. And right now, I know a lot of folks, if you've been interviewing, you're probably on pins and needles right now, because if you haven't heard back from the search committee, you're probably now like realizing you're going to be waiting until sometime, early mid-January to kind of figure out what happened with your interview. And if not, you're trying to figure out what do you do, then this is the great conversation to be in, because I find that to get to where we want to go, a lot of times we just have to have the right mindset. And it starts with our mind. When we have positive thoughts, we have the right mindset, our actions will follow, and we'll get to all the things that we want to get to. So I definitely want to say thank you all for tuning in, and let's jump into this conversation. So again, in today's video, I want to talk about the 3 mindset shifts that you will need to make in order to finishing your dissertation and securing a faculty position. And this first mindset shift that I've been talking to a lot of doc students, folks that have been on the fence about joining us, one of the mindset shifts that I think people have to make is around time. And I want folks to really start thinking about this mindset shift. And I had to make this in my own business, as well as being a faculty member, all these things, right? I had to start realizing, and what you all need to realize in this mindset shift, is that time is your most valuable asset and you don't have enough of it. So you have to figure out ways to be strategic and leverage your time. And here's why this is important. If you all think about it, I don't know how long folks have been stuck at the process, if you're stuck, or how long you've been going at the dissertation, but all that time, you spent a lot of time and too much time away from family, friends, other meaningful work that you want to get to, your community work, with no degree to show for it. But meanwhile, there's so many ramifications of spending too much time working on your dissertation. And what I mean by that is that you are just going over and over and over, trying to figure out how to navigate this process and how to get through. And real quick on Instagram, can you all hear me okay? Because I had a call come through, and I just want to make sure that folks can hear me okay on Instagram. Cool. I think we might be cool for right now. Perfect. So with that, time, again, is our most valuable asset, and we don't have enough of it, right? And so this is what's happening as a result. You're spending a time away from your family. Your family needs you, whether you have children, you're taking care of relatives, whether you're just by yourself, you just want to, time, you got to recoup your time. And I feel like there's no need to be spending so much time on a dissertation to be so frustrated to not get help and support along the way. But I find a lot of people make this mindset shift is like almost like I'd rather just waste time because I'm too afraid to seek help. I'm too scared of my work not being perfect, or I just don't believe I can do it, right? And because of all those things, you start to procrastinate. And before you look up, the semester's over. So I know for a number of folks, they went into, fall 2021 semester thinking like, all right, this is my semester. I'm going to finish my dissertation proposal. I'm going to finish my dissertation defense, only to look up, December, end of December, that they're still in the same place right now that they were in August. And so it makes absolutely no sense to be in this same space to not have a degree to show for it. And again, you got to start thinking about, and a mindset shift we have to start making is that we have to start really valuing our time and recognizing that it's one of our most valuable assets that we don't have enough of. Right? We can go out and make more money, but that time that we spent and that time we spent being stuck, we can't get that time back. And with that, I want you all to start thinking about how much time have you wasted not getting help, not getting support to get through the dissertation process. It just absolutely makes no sense. And there's no need to be in these doctoral programs for years and years on end. We literally work with folks and we get them through the dissertation process in 1 year or less. And so, again, as you all are starting to think about the first mindset shift, I want you to recognize is that time is your most valuable asset. And then you have to know and start leveraging it to finish this process faster. Again, you don't want to be here a year from now. And just think about it. Imagine what is life like if we talk to each other on what's today? December the 20th, 2022, and you're still in the same spot you were December 20th, 2021. There's a lot of time that you have wasted. And again, this is time that you can't get back. So now is the opportunity that you really have to start thinking about what you value most. And to get your time back in this process is to hurry up and finish. And again, if you find that you're not able to do so on your own and you need that extra push and that extra support, we are definitely here at the Done Dissertation to help you get to that end of the process. And so thank you for everybody who's tuning in. Again, for those who are just joining, is Dr. Ramon Goings, founder of the Done Dissertation, where we demystify the dissertation process so that doctoral students can write and defend their dissertation in 1 year less, and then leverage their doctorate to create income and impact in their community. And so, again, our first mindset shift was around time. The second mindset shift I want us to start thinking about is that we have to go from having a mindset of that we're spending to get through this process to a mindset that we're investing in ourselves to get through the process. I say this because I get a lot of doc students who reach out to get support from us. And then when they find out that there's a cost associated with it and a cost that some may find expensive, it just, money is something of preference, expensive is relative, right, to who you're talking to. And some doc students see that, it's a high cost, but I'm always starting to think about, well, why wouldn't you invest in yourself to get through this process? You all recognize that, right? Every semester that you don't finish, you're going to spend tuition regardless. You're not going to have any progress to show for it, no degree. So why waste the time and money when you can invest in yourself to get an immediate return? And this is what I mean. When you have your doctoral degree, there's so many opportunities to generate income. So literally you investing in yourself, working with us, can literally be recouped on your first year with getting your doctorate. And I only say this because I've done it and I teach others how to do it. I know it's possible, fairly easy. Again, you all are experts and experts get paid top dollar. So that's something I want you all to start thinking about, right? But with that, you got to have an investment mindset. If you go into this with like, I'm just spending, of course, it's not going to make sense to you. It's going to be something that you're going to keep thinking about. Oh my gosh, there's a cost attached. And then you got to start thinking about, well, what is it? What's my return on my investment? The faster we start thinking in an investment mindset, the easier it becomes. And this is not only for the dissertation, right? This is also in the faculty space. Because and this is an example I like to give. Imagine, right, you're applying for this faculty position. It's at the best institution that you wanted to go to, your dream institution. But you knew your cover letter and CV were a hot mess. You knew that if you submitted it the way you have it right now, that, a search committee seeing it would be like, this is a joke. I'm going to put this to the side. Or if you're a doc student who has been, has some good documents you think put together, but you have no clue if this is going to cut the mustard. Imagine what it would be like to invest in yourself. Let's say the cost to get something like that edited, professionally edited, let's say on a high end, like, right, $500. Let's say $500. Is not investing in yourself the $500 worth you getting the job? Think about it. Because let's say the job on the low end for, a faculty position, let's say $65,000. Let's say on the low end. Is investing $500 not worth getting a job worth $65,000? To me, the return on investment is infinite right there. So you really got to start thinking about and really thinking through that mindset shift. And because you're going to always want to be investing in yourself throughout your career. And even as a faculty member, I still do the same. I still do professional development. I still go back to school and take courses in order to prove myself in certain methodologies that I don't know. So there's always an opportunity, and you always have to be thinking about investing in yourself to improve as a scholar. I think the way that we improve and we really get better is by investing. But if you're thinking about cost of things, you're just thinking about the cost only, then you're going to be in the world of trouble, because nothing is free. And for a lot of you all want to leverage your doctorate to build income for yourself. So how is it that you can charge others for your expertise, but you're not willing to pay for it yourself? And that's just something, honestly, we got to really think about in this process. And again, we got to start thinking through having this investing mindset to, one, get through the process, and to, one, secure that faculty position. And then once you're in the faculty position, you always want to think about, how do I invest in myself in order to learn a new skill set, in order to learn a new process, because the return will be more impact and income from doing that work. And again, this is something that we got to start thinking about. But oftentimes, doc programs don't have this conversation with you in terms of investing. We always think about what's the cost associated, or how do we do things for free, which I understand at times there's a need for that. But if you've been stuck in the dissertation process for 2 semesters, 3 semesters, 4 semesters, you're just throwing away thousands of dollars. Why not invest in yourself to hurry up and finish this process so that you can go out and get that faculty position that's going to give you that return on investment? And also so that you position yourself as faculty, then in those positions, you can apply for grants to augment your funding, your salary, excuse me. So there's so many opportunities that we're missing by just sitting complacent and not having this investor mindset. And this is something I had to think through and really come to grips with myself, not only as a doc student, but when I finished my doctorate and I started, running my dissertation, as well as my other consultancy around evaluation. I had to get out of the mindset that just spending money I was just spending money. I think about, what is my return if I invest in myself? And literally working with the dissertation is an investment in yourself in order to get done. Because again, you can stay stuck, but I would hate for a year from now for you to be in the same spot saying, I wish I could have, when you had the chance. And so again, that was our second mindset shift that we're going to have to make, is around having an investing mindset instead of I'm just spending. When you only consider options because of cost, you put yourself at very much a disservice. And again, you all are going to become experts, and you all will demand high dollar for yourself. So why not invest in yourself high dollar? I think the more you invest, the more you have the return. And again, that's a mindset shift. Not everybody has that, but that's something that if you adapt and take on, the returns will be exponential for you. And then lastly, right, the last mindset shift you have to start thinking about is, I want you all to start having an opportunity mindset versus a waiting mindset. And this is what I mean. I see a lot of folks at the doctoral phase who sit around waiting for someone to help them, waiting for someone to give them the answer, versus seeing an opportunity and taking advantage, or seeing an opportunity to ask questions to get things answered, or seeing an opportunity to apply for that position. Like, I see a lot of folks that wait because they say, oh, well, I'm not going to ever finish my dissertation, so there's no need for me to apply to a faculty position. And I hear this for a lot of folks who are even past the proposal phase. They see their dream job and they literally are sitting waiting for it. And I always say, you'll never get the position if you don't apply. So I want you all to start seeing, where are the opportunities and how do I take advantage of them to my benefit? And if you're in the doctoral process stuck, right, there are a lot of opportunities for you to get support in order to progress in the process, right? For instance, if some of you all don't have that great relationship with your dissertation chair, there's an opportunity right now, right as the semester is ending. I know a lot of faculty maybe have left for winter break, but maybe some have not. Now is the opportunity to send that email and try to get on the calendar of your dissertation chair for January. Like, you have to start taking advantage of these opportunities right now. The semester's dying, so no faculty, we have a lot of things that we're grading and searches and all those things, but a lot of that's starting to die down this week, in the next day or two. Why not send that email to say, hey, can I get on your calendar for January? And then what you do is on January the 3rd, 4th, or 5th, follow up with your chair to say, hey, can we get that meeting? I know you might not have saw my email before you left for the holiday break, but let's go ahead and get that meeting together as soon as the semester starts, if that's how your faculty members operate. But there's so many opportunities. But if you sit and wait for somebody to do it for you, you'll be waiting for years. And I've seen it happen. I've had folks that come to talk with us about joining the program that wait and been stuck in the dissertation process for 5-10 years. It literally because they're not seeing the opportunities to take advantage, because they're stuck in this mindset that I should wait for things to happen versus looking for the opportunity. And again, you have to start thinking about, not only are, when you don't take advantage of opportunities, are you not finishing the dissertation process, but what's also happening is that you literally are not and missing out on consulting opportunities. Think about it. When you're the longer you wait to get your dissertation done, the longer you're waiting to really be recognized as an expert that you already are. So let's put that out there first. Say you all are experts, you all are going through this process, you're developing your expertise. The degree is like the stamp to show that, right? But you all are experts in your own right now. So that's nothing to take away. The degree doesn't make that happen to you. You're already doing that work. But when you don't have the credential and you're trying to position yourself in the right way to really build impact and income for yourself, you really are missing out if you're just going to sit around and wait for an opportunity. I promise you, if anyone here is in want to get into the consulting space, possibly doing like this online space in terms of, building your coaching program or doing some, professional development, you got to be able to go out and take advantage and look for opportunities, because no one will send you anything. One thing I've learned about being an entrepreneur is like the opportunities do not come to you. You literally have to go create them yourself. And I say this for you because I think you all should start adopting this opportunity mindset starting in your doctoral program. So this way that you look for opportunities to connect with your professors. You look for opportunities to apply for that position. You might even looking for an opportunity right now. If I was being strategic and I knew that I'm going to be working my dissertation right now, I'd probably be done December 2022. If it was me, I actually would start emailing, at institutions that I was interested in being a faculty member at in the future. I would start emailing now to get to know some of the faculty members. Again, this is a game all about who you know. So you got to start planting these seeds right now. But no one's going to tell you that. And if you sit around and waiting for this opportunity for those people to hit you up and say, hey, I see that work you're doing, it won't happen. Trust me, unless you're like the superstar. And even then, they go out and seek opportunities. That's how they build their name. It's not all about just waiting for someone to give you an opportunity. Like literally the faculty that we were seeing that are doing all this impactful work, that have built that profile, ask them. I promise you at the beginning, they said, I was definitely seeking opportunities, applying, contacting people, building my network. All these things are so important to really getting out of the dissertation process and securing your faculty position. I know for a lot of you, right, you're probably thinking like, you know what, all I need to do to get through the dissertation process is write, and all I need to do to secure the faculty job is like put a great CV together, cover letter. But I really would argue with you that it all starts up here in your mind first, and then when you have the right mindset, all these things start to happen very organically. Mindset plus consistency equals completion. And I think the faster we come to that realization, the better off that we are in this doctoral journey, whether you're still getting through coursework, whether you're getting ready for your dissertation defense, whether you're on the faculty job market, all of those things, this all builds up. And I think the faster you realize that, the better you will be moving forward. And so with that, just to recap, I talked about the 3 mindset shifts that you need to finishing your dissertation and securing a faculty job. The first mindset shift was around recognizing that your time is your most valuable asset and you don't have enough of it. So you need to leverage it to finish and get to where you want to go. So that might be, investing in that coach, getting that support that you need to finish. You might be ways to speed up your time to get through this process. Again, there's so much waiting for you on the other side. I hate for you to be stuck in the dissertation because you just want to sit around and just waste time. The second mindset shift is around starting to have an investing mindset instead of a spending and cost only mindset. I hear too many folks thinking about when they're investing in themselves, and particularly when they want to work with us at the dissertation, right? I'm an expert. My company, we are experts in this area. We are literally, I've written a book about this. I know what I'm talking about, and I know how to get doctoral students through this process. Because I'm an expert, it definitely costs to work with us, right? And it makes no sense to not invest in yourself. Literally, to work with us is a mid 4-figure investment, right? And so what I want you to start thinking about is like, not only what's the cost, because of course we all got to think about cost at some point, but what is my return on my investment? That's a totally different mindset than thinking about only what is the cost for the service, because you're not thinking about the value proposition, and you're not thinking about what happens if I do everything I'm supposed to do and I get the end result. What does life look like? And I promise you, with a doctorate, it looks much better. That's what I would definitely say. It looks much better than being a student. being at the women faculty, being, in that precarious position where you're just hoping that you get through this process. Like I said, having a doctorate allows you the opportunity to do a lot of different things in ways you couldn't imagine, and you don't really know because you just don't have the doctorate. It's like a door. Once you get it, it's like this door opens up. You start seeing all these opportunities, and again, getting a return on your investment becomes quite easy. And then the third mindset shift that I talked about that we need to make is around capitalizing on opportunities. So having an opportunity mindset and looking for opportunities versus sitting down and waiting. This is the only way that I promise you'll get through the dissertation process. You have to start taking some ownership and leadership of your work and really moving the process forward. And if you find you don't have that, right, we are definitely here to support you. And with that, I want to let you all know, if you are a doc student and you are one that's trying to secure a faculty position, you definitely want to join the Done Dissertation Velocity Group Coaching Program. Our cohort starts January, and you don't want to miss this opportunity. We're literally helping you over the next 4 months finish your dissertation proposal if you are at that stage of the process, or get you out of the doctoral program if you're past proposal defense. Will help you get to the finish line. You literally are investing in yourself to get the result of finishing. And again, you spent too much time, too much money away from family, spends too much money, that things that you could have been giving your family while being in this doctoral program. And so I would hate for you to be sitting around waiting for someone to help you when you could take the opportunity to help yourself. And as we go into 2022, this is a great opportunity. I know everyone's into the new year, new me thing. It's like, let's get this dissertation done in 2022. It makes no sense to be sitting around and me to have the same conversation in December 20th of 2022 and you still be stuck in the same place. So if you're someone that is interested in joining us, our applications close on December 31st. So time is winding down. Literally next week, we will close off applications. And the next time you will be able to join us will be sometime in sometime around April, May, or June. So you got months. There's no need to be sitting around waiting when you can get the support that you need to finish right now. And so if you need that support, if you're on Instagram, click the link in our bio or go to www.velocitydissertation.com. And I know for some folks have been going on velocitydissertation.com, and for some reason the website has not been popping up for you. So the other route to go is to go to www.thedonedissertation.com. And on our main page, you literally can click the green tab that says apply for velocity. And it was like right at the top of the page, there's also a yellow banner that says to join the January 2022 cohort. So with that, you don't want to miss your opportunity, because you missing out is you spending another semester potentially with no dissertation done or no proposal defense to show for it. And I hate for that to be you. And so I was going to say thank you all for tuning in. I want to take any questions that you all might have about the process, where you are, and any questions you might have about the Velocity Group Coaching Program that I could answer. As again, this is our last live for 2021. And if you have any suggestions on topics you want to hear covered, I'll be doing this weekly again in 2022 in January. So just please, shoot me a DM wherever you're seeing this with any type of questions, comments, any topics that you want to hear more about, because that'll be helpful as we plan our content for the next year. So with that, I'll let folks jump in. Any questions or comments that folks might have? And thank you to everybody that's on Instagram tuning in. Thank you to, let's see, is it Kahata Mentality? I appreciate that. And of course, Dr. Robinson, I appreciate you for tuning in as always. I know some folks on Facebook watching too. Just let me drop a comment. Let me know if you're watching. Any questions that you might have, anything I can help clear up. Again, I want you all to be successful. We got a question from LinkedIn. We have Tara Greens asks, let me pull this question so I can see it. When should you begin if you're still doing coursework? That's a great question, Tara. So the response to that is that our program works best when you're actually writing your dissertation. So if you're in a program where coursework is happening simultaneously with writing the dissertation, and like, for instance, you have a chair who can approve your document and like you could actually defend, then I would say it's a great time to work with us. If you're still doing coursework, Tara, shoot me a message, and I have a recommendation for you for Dr. Robinson. He's on Instagram, but you don't see him on LinkedIn. I'll shoot you his information. He's someone who works with students at the coursework level to get you prepared to then work with us at the dissertation level and make sure you get the support that you need to get your writing, everything on point at the coursework level. And Tara, let me know if that answered your question. Any other questions that folks might have, comments, thoughts? I say give folks a minute or so, drop any questions you might have about where you are in the process, questions about working with us. And also for the doc students that are in the coursework, we do have a university partnership program. So if you're looking for, and Tara, this would be kind of response to your question as well. If you're looking to get support, we do provide support for doctoral programs. So we have a university partnership program where we partner with your doctoral program to provide professional development for you all to get prepared for the dissertation process and to navigate it while you're in it. So if you're interested in that, shoot me a message as well, and then I can tell you more about that to connect with your program director of your doctoral program or your department chair, whoever is someone who makes a decision, so that you all can get support and we can help support your whole entire doctoral program. I'm just doing another cursory overview just to make sure everybody's good. Well, with that, I don't see any questions. So if you catch this on the replay, drop your comments in. Let me know what's going on so I know that you've been checking this out. Feel free to shoot me a DM wherever you are seeing this video if you have more questions. I'd love to get in contact and stay in contact with you all. And I wish you all the best in 2022. We will tune back in after the new year to really get cranking on getting you all some support. So again, if you have thoughts or questions that you want us to respond to when I do these live videos, please let me know. And again, we'll start having great content for you all. So just let me know what you need and what support you need, and we'll make sure to get through the process. So again, I'm Dr. Ramon Goins with the Done Dissertation, where we demystify the dissertation process so that doctoral students can write and defend the dissertation in 1 year or less. I want to say thank you all for tuning in. I hope you all have a blessed holiday, however you celebrate, a happy new year. I look forward to seeing you all in 2022. And again, if you need that support, don't sit around twiddling your thumbs. Go ahead and put that application in right now, because again, December 31st is it, and you won't have any opportunity to join us until sometime in the late spring, early summer. And again, you don't want to spend that time waiting when you can get the help and support that you need right now. I've literally had too many doc students who waited, and next thing you know, they waited 6 months and didn't get the help, and then they finally joined us to start working with us. So I don't want that to be you. I want you to get the support that you need right now so that you can go ahead and finish. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up for tonight. I look forward to chatting with you all soon. If you have any questions, let me know, and I hope you have a blessed evening.